feel like the scenery's changed a little bit. Doesn't matter. We've still got some news. So for our first bit of news, the research breakthrough Pokemon has changed once again. So instead of the flower-crowned Eevee, the legendary bird trio, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, as well as Kyogre and Groudon, will be available in the research breakthrough for both the months of November and December. What's important about these ones is that all of these legendary Pokemon can be shiny. So I wish you best of luck to anyone who's still hunting out for the shinies of the bird trio, as well as for Kyogre and Groudon. So for our next bit of news, the next Pokemon to appear in Legendary Raids will be one of the Gen 5 Legendary Trio, as well as a member of the Swords of Justice. The Iron Well Pokemon Cobalion will be available to battle in Legendary Raids starting on November 4th from 1 PM Pacific Time all the way until November 26th from 1 PM Pacific Time. Some other things to note about Cobalion is that if you're catching it in its non-weather boosted form, its CP will range from 1649 to the 100% of 1727. And if you're getting it in either snowy or cloudy weather, it will be boosted from 2061 to 2159 CP. Cobalion is a steel and a fighting type Pokemon, so the best types to bring against it would be fighting, fire, and ground type Pokemon. The moveset that I'll have will be Metal Claw and Zen Headbutt for its fast moves, and Stone Edge, Close Combat, and Iron Head for its charge moves. Ultimately, these movesets will not be too much of a challenge for any of your Pokemon. Zen Headbutt might be a little bit difficult for your fighting types, but they should be able to tank it fairly well. The only other one worth mentioning is Stone Edge, which will probably do a ton of damage to any of your fire type Pokemon that you use for this raid. And one last thing worth mentioning about Cobalion is that it's not very much of a attack-based Pokemon, so you don't really have to worry about dying too much. Unfortunately, that does mean that Cobalion is a bit more on the bulkier side, so while its movesets and its attacks aren't something to be worried about, the timer might be an issue, so definitely keep an eye on that while you're raiding Cobalion. Alright, so real quick, admittedly my camera decided to fry itself to death before I got to the last bit of news, so I'm currently recording on my phone, so that's why the angle seems a little bit different. I do apologize if this kind of messes with the audio or anything like that, but in any event, for our last bit of news, it's less to do with Pokemon Go in general and more to do with news regarding YouTube, kind of sort of the environment, as well as kind of a personal channel update. So back in mid-October, there was a challenge brought out underneath the hashtag Team Trees, and this challenge is essentially to plant 20 million trees before 2020. This plan was spearheaded by the YouTubers Mr. Beast and Mark Rover and has gained the support of a lot of various other YouTubers, and this challenge is actually in collaboration with the Arbor Day Foundation. So essentially the way they are planning to plant these 20 million trees is that for anyone who donates to teamtrees.org, for every dollar that is donated on that website, the Arbor Day Foundation will plant one tree. So basically at the end of the day, they're trying to raise $20 million in order to plant said 20 million trees before the year 2020. Now, how this relates back to like my channel, and I guess also relates back to Pokemon Go in a way, is that in order to reach level 40, coincidentally, you need to reach a minimum of 20 million XP. So for that, I'm pretty much setting it as a long-term goal, and kind of in relation to the 20 million trees, I am planning to reach 20 million XP before 2020. So as of right now, I just hit level 39, so I think I'm a little bit above 15 million CP. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but ultimately I think it's very feasibly possible to be able to get to level 40 before 2020. But that's pretty much my long-term plan in terms of my Pokemon Go content on this channel. But in terms of the actual team trees and the donation and whatnot, I am planning on giving at least $40, in relation to the level 40 cap that you will receive at 20 million XP. But as the events, as more Pokemon Go events like arise and whatnot, I am planning on making some kind of mini challenges that will ultimately end in some donations to the teamtrees.org as well. And one of those challenges, for example, for like the Colossal Discovery event, which is actually happening at the time of this recording, is that for every Reggie Pokemon that I catch, maybe I'll donate $5 for each of those, and for any shiny that I catch, I'll donate $10. So I think stuff like that I'm definitely planning to do more of in the future in support of the hashtag TeamTrees challenge. If you yourself want to donate to Team Trees, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description below, as well as a comment down below that has a link to the website where you can go and donate for this cause. So that is all of the news I have for today. I will see you guys in the next video.